Hello everybody, and today I'm here with the final set of levels for this update. And this one was rough, especially the final level. Honestly, all the other ones weren't that bad. I did have some trouble with one of them, but other than that, I didn't think they were all that difficult, especially compared to the other ones. But just the difficulty of the final one, in my opinion, kind of just sprouted over everything else. But anyways, I'm happy to be done with it, and I don't know. I don't know what to say. Let's just talk about this level then. So, the majority, I don't even remember this level. I guess the only memory I have is of the final level. But you're going through and getting all these coins that are near all the viruses as quickly as you can, I suppose. And you're just going down on either side. It doesn't really matter which way you go as long as you do both. And I decided to save some of those reds for when the rest of the coins got unlocked from the cages. But for right now, I'm just hitting all these things. And I'm just kind of waiting for myself to actually do it in game. So there we go. I use that to hit the greens, and then I'll use this little red to get up to the blues as well as once I decide to. But I also want to get this key open as quickly as I can. Or sorry, this lock, not this key. I meant lock. And I've got it available, I just need some greens is all. So I did that. Now I need to get rid of this green next to this crate so that I can get to the blue bomb, which will blow up everything underneath and open up the rest of the level. I just need some more greens again. But I also want to try and get up to this blue before I forget about it. So that's me trying to get up to it there. Finally got some greens. Use the reds to get my blue back. And now we've got the rest of this open. I collect all the coins. I got lucky with the double green, but had to kind of go and get another blue for this one. I have no idea how close I was on points, but I feel like I did pretty well and wasn't that far off. And I also got an extra 3 from Wario, which definitely helped. But I think I got enough points just fine. As you can see, I'm over halfway at 19, and I got 26,000 more. So I think I was fine with that. That one was one of the easiest ones of the entire set of levels, I think. Moving on to the next one. I did replay this one once. And luckily I set my 30-minute infinite lives on because I immediately lost a life. So we go in here. And I'm pretty sure they give you a double red and a double green when you start off every time. And I would suggest just putting them where they want you to, right there and right there. Now, the first time around, I hit all those floating viruses right away. But the second time I played it, I do something a little bit different. I place that there so that I can hit these blocks by themselves, which will not only hit the block, but hit the bubbled coins above them. Of course, they're caged right now. We'll have to get to that in a little bit. And then I start working on the coins at the bottom. I still want to try and hit some more of these blocks up top before it's too late. And I think after this I just go and get the floating viruses. Otherwise I build back up and hit those reds and blue floating viruses. I don't remember. Yeah, so then I get the rest of the coins all unlocked. And now it's just a matter of hitting everything, going through and hitting all the floating viruses, and going through and getting all the coins. And the floating viruses will help out a lot with the coins, but also the floating viruses can be a nuisance sometimes. Like right here, they were very nice and lined up for me to hit them a lot easier. And I probably should have used them as a platform to hit that final bubbled coin up there, but it worked out anyways. So again, I don't really know what else to say because at this point I'm kind of just going through. Here I did place that green and red so I could hit all those reds at the same time. I assume I'll do something similar with this blue here. Right, so I place that blue there, and then get rid of the blues underneath. And then I think oh, okay, I didn't remember doing that. But now I get that blue there, so I can just put a blue in between each of them. Never mind, I didn't do that. But now I can build up to that red there, because that blue is nicely placed for me to do so. I also go ahead and start hitting that shell because that will give me all the coins at the bottom. And I still have that one coin up towards the top that I'll probably just go and get at a random time. Or I might, yeah, I got a double blue, so I just used that to hit the coin, which saved me a little bit of time and capsules. And I just have a few viruses remaining. I clearly have 3 stars here, so I just need to hit everything else that's on screen. I do have this one green that just has all of its hits left, which I guess I just neglected forever. But now I'm finally going for it here. And I had 1 capsule left, but plenty of points for 3 stars. So again, I would try that strategy of hitting those blocks early, so you don't have to build up to them later, because that will save you on capsules. And the next stage is kind of a puzzle, I have to say. And I feel like there might have been a puzzle in like the 3rd or 2nd level of this update that I remember I said I did bad on, and I feel like it was probably easier than I experienced. But this one I actually did very well on, I think. The first time around I cleared it the way that they kind of trick you into thinking you want to clear it, and the second time around I did it the correct way. So basically there's a lot of viruses near these fans, but the thing is the fans are locked in these cages. So if you can get rid of as much as you can around the fans before you start triggering them. Obviously I should have got rid of that green before I did that, but before you start triggering them you can get rid of everything, and then nothing will be near the fans and you won't have to trigger them later. You will end up triggering some fans. It's not like you can avoid all of them, but you can avoid a very good amount of them. And my first time around where I was just hitting everything and everything was getting frozen was just a polar opposite to this round here, where I'm hitting everything, and I go into this corner as well, as you saw, and clear everything in there. And the round before I had a huge problem where I wasn't clearing anything in that corner. Well, now I just cleared everything in that corner, so it's not even an issue. And now I have some greens to get rid of that are around these fans. But once I get rid of all the greens, thanks to the electric bomb, then I can just work on this final corner here, as long as I unlock this lock. So now that everything is opened up, all the fans up top are never going to be hit again, and I just need to hit all these blues in the bottom corner. So basically all the other colors are useless, but I can use them to get some single capsules out if I need to. Besides this green, I suppose, that I will have to get to eventually. But I want to try and get all the blues first and let the green just keep getting frozen. And what I can do here is hit the green one more time and then also hit the electric bomb, and that will get the final hit for me, as well as hit the 2 colored crates, I mean. And I got Warrior Skill one more time, which gave me even more points than I needed to. Here's the 250 coins, which, by the way, I think I got 250 coins every single time from the floating boxes, so that's great. I'm not upset about that at all. But this next one here, I played for a while, and it was really frustrating me for a long time. And honestly, I don't know what this level, or this go-around was any different from any other times I played it. But apparently it was, and here's me doing it, I guess, if you're having trouble getting 3 stars on this one. Because I beat it many, many times, but I always was so far away from 3 stars. And this time I just went for it. And one thing you can do is hit that one virus, as I just did, that blue one, on the side, so it also hits that block underneath. That can be very crucial to saving some capsules. And there is a lot of luck involved in the colors that they give you as well. If you get any colors you don't need, you can either use them to build up, or you can use them to start getting ready for when the rest of the coins get uncaged. So now the coins are out, and I can kind of start working towards the bottom, being mindful that there's still a green up here, and also making sure to hit blocks whenever you can. You know, if there's blocks near a virus, try and hit that virus. And another thing I would suggest is to hit all the blocks with the viruses that they give you before you hit these electric bombs. Because if you use the viruses they give you, you save a few capsules by doing so. Of course, you don't have a choice over what colors you can use, but in the long run I think it works out. And every other time I played this, I barely had any capsules remaining. For some reason this time I had 13 at this moment, and I don't really know what changed and how I did so much better this round than any other round, but apparently I did. And now they just decide to not give me any blues, which is frustrating. But I also need to hit these blocks a few more times anyways. Although I think maybe the Electro Box would have done that for me. But anyways, I finally am able to get down into here with 9 capsules remaining. And I'm not sure if it was just enough or if I had a pretty good amount over. I think I got 5 capsules once and it wasn't enough. Honestly, I think I was pretty close. 12 is probably a very good amount to have left over. And maybe like 11 or 10 is good enough, but anything less than that is probably not good enough. But on to the doozy, which is stage 780. And you could definitely beat in this stage on your first try. I did the same thing every single time as I usually do, and eventually it just worked out. So you go ahead and hit that right away. They line this up so you can hit the bombs. Now don't clear anything there. Let the next set of shells go through, and they'll open up the next bomb, bring a single blue down into there, and then this key falls. If you can get a blue and green capsule, which I do have, I would suggest putting that in there. That gets rid of both of them. Now keep going down to the next shell and hit those all open. Then get these next bombs, and now this lock is open, but you're going to want to use the key and everything to get these final viruses, because they line up pretty nicely. And then you can start going ahead and getting through the next part of the stage. Cannons will start spawning in, and if I remember correctly, yeah, they spawn in 2 red ones way up top. And that almost made me get a game over, legitimately, because I kind of didn't worry about it for a second because I want to use them for later. But yeah, those 2 red ones are really scary, and I thought I was going to get a game over. I started like panicking and throwing these over. Now luckily they gave me another cannon. I was able to hit it before the screen scrolled again. But I forgot that there was this round. I can't believe I won on this round. I remember thinking I'm not going to win on this one. I'm doing really bad. But then they started giving me cannons and really good placements. And another important thing about the cannons is to let the screen scroll as much as you can before triggering them, because then they will hit they will hit everything in that line instead of missing the things that are still off screen. So right now I think there's one more row that we can't see, I believe. So if you can wait to trigger the cannons until then, that'll be the best time to do it. So let it fall one more time. Oh, never mind, that was the last row. So at that point you could have started using the cannons if you'd like to. But also the cannons can sometimes disrupt a nice lineup of viruses that you want to hit by yourself. So it's really up to you. And also getting cannons on the far right and far left above the like the bottles is very, very crucial. And if you don't have that happen ever, you most likely will not win. But getting that allows you to hit all these viruses once, which you know, clears out the whole line pretty much, especially if you already have them all opened up. If there are some crates and blocks in the way, most likely you will not get anything. Also, what was nice is that all those foaming viruses lined up nicely into that section. So when I hit them, you know, a lot got hit by it. And again, it's just luck. There's a lot of luck. And some of that is in where the cannons go, and some of that is where the viruses go, and some of that is the colors that they give you. But here at this point I was like, yeah, I won. This is the best I've ever done. If I don't win now, it's going to be forever until I win. But here I was like, okay, what can I do to make it, what can I do to play it safe? What are some strategies that I can get rid of more capsules with fewer, or get rid of more viruses with fewer capsules? And I kind of start scoping it out. Obviously this is the final green I need. These blues, I should have put that blue on the bottom one, because there's a cannon above that I can use to hit that blue one if necessary. That almost cost me the game, legitimately, just placing that blue one there, because they decided to not really give me any more blues. So I go ahead and hit that cannon because I know there are no more blues coming, even though I got more from Mario. And now I can go ahead and use these here, and I get this green down here so that I can do this, and everything falls into place now. I guess when I said I don't have any more blues, I legitimately have no idea. I didn't really cut it close at all. Wario gave me plenty of capsules. But yeah, I was a little scared for a moment, but it worked out just fine. So I'm happy that I was able to beat it. I maybe made that look easy, but I promise you I played that for like a half an hour maybe. So I hope it wasn't as hard for you guys. And here's the whole level here with all the boos and bruisers and everything in the Halloween setting. And I can't wait for the next set of levels as well as the next skill summit. So I'll see you then. Goodbye.